Hello. So, in this chapter we will study the heat. So, first question comes, what is heat? And how this heat is different than the energy and the work and other things we used to study till now. The thing is, heat, it's not different than the energy. It is energy. It is work. They are all same. They are just the different form of things. They are just the different name of explaining things. When we talk about heat, we are talking about the energy. Along with that, there is one more information which is attached with the energy when we start calling energy as a heat. And that information is the motion. So, when we talk about heat, heat is energy plus motion. So whenever energy is in motion, whenever energy is traveling from one point to other point, if it is traveling from, let's say, sender to receiver, there will be some sender who will be sending the heat energy, and there will be a receiver. When the energy is being transferred from one location to other location, this energy will start calling as heat. So along with the transfer, meaning energy in transfer is called heat. So along with the transfer, number of phenomena comes into the picture. And these phenomena are, when it is getting transferred, what are the methods, what are the ways it is getting transferred. So, or the thing is, modes of transfer. When the heat is getting transferred, when the heat is traveling, what are the modes it will be getting transferred. So what first thing we'll study in the heat will be the modes of transfer. When the sender is sending the heat to the receiver, sender is sending the energy to the receiver, what are the modes he is going with? Generally, there are three distinct kinds of modes we study. The second thing we have to consider here is the effect. Whenever we are sending heat, whenever the energy is being sent, there is a purpose behind that. This energy is being sent to the receiver to create some change. So the effect caused by the energy or effect caused by the heat, we have to effect on receiver. There will be three types of receiver based upon the types of matter, meaning there will be solid receiver, there will be a liquid receiver, and there will be a gaseous receiver. So when the sender will be sending to the heat using the three different types of mode to the three different types of receivers, these receivers will experience some change. These changes might be happening in terms of temperature. These changes might be happening in terms of their change in dimension. Multiple changes will be happening. These changes might be happening in terms of like pressure change, volume change, and everything might change also. Whatever change will come along with the heat, that also we have to study. So there will be three types of receiver. We will be studying three types of matter. We'll see the change with three types of matters. And these are solids, liquids, and gases. We'll study the change happening with solid, we'll study the change happening with liquid, and we'll study the change happening in terms of with the gases. Okay, so the heat is nothing but energy in motion. Okay, so the unit, there comes the unit. When we talk about the heat, till now it is nothing but the energy, and till now we used to define the energy in terms of joule. But in this chapter, we will define the heat in terms of calorie. In terms of calorie, we will define the heat. This calorie and the joule, they are connected. The thing is, when we concentrate upon the work, the unit for work was joule. When we concentrate upon the energy and energy alone, the unit becomes the calorie there. So the unit in this chapter we will be using will be the calorie, which is, this is SI unit. And if at some point of time we might have to convert the calorie into the joule, there is a relationship. And that relationship is 1 calorie is equivalent to 4.2 times of joule. That's the relationship we will be using. Generally, the energy will be provided to us in terms of calorie. Even the work will be provided to us in terms of energy if they are providing it. But if we will calculate the work, it will come in terms of joule. Okay. So this relationship we have to memorize. So to convert the joule into the calorie and to convert the calorie into the joule. Okay, so this is heat, and so we'll move towards this transfer. We'll study the transfer now, and in the next chapter, in the next topic, we'll study the transfer. Thank you.